So, to me, it was much like an adventure with APYO. I've worked with them even before this, but this was the first time we were traveling somewhere this remote, to a school named Kinitheu School, nearly 15 kilometers away from Bandarban. Visiting a Khumi village was a first time for me as well. I've always wanted to experience new culture, traditions, and understanding their customs, but coming to places like these often ends up changing my perspective about the hills, especially their struggles and the lifestyle they lead, which is oftentimes much difficult than the lives we lead in the plain areas. Things we take for granted are really hard to find, even the simple things.
The village we visited had about 5 toilets for 20 families, and one of those broke down. An experience that left us thinking about the struggles of their lifestyle. We had a team of 12 people, and each of us had our own roles to play. For us, it was a long-awaited plan. The first day, we reached the location on time. We started unloading the things we brought for the school and prepared for the session. So the best thing we do is that we start by playing games before engaging with them. The first day we started a few games before we began. It's called Raindrop, where we mimic using 5 of our fingers. It was fun.
I still remember that one.
After that, Joya taught them how to draw basic shapes. We want these activities to be fun, so we began our first session by drawing these shapes. As children are still learning new things about life, it's really important for us to take things very slowly.
I really like that part where you let them touch the dirty ball so that you could show an example.
Yes, that was to show them how bacteria and viruses spread. You see, kids don't really understand what hygiene means until you show them. Of course, they wash their hands right after. Just a disclaimer.
So that was our first day in Rab with the kids. After finishing lunch, we went to explore the village. Their culture is something that I can't describe in words. Their way of living, and most importantly, where they fetch their water, it's not easy for them. They have to hike down like 400 feet away from their village. Well, that is according to Google Earth. But when I was there, it felt more than that. But yes, it's really hard to even imagine a life like that in the hills, where you're surrounded by trees and jungles, but access to water in general, not even clean water, is hard to find.
At night, we had a surprise awaiting for one of the team member, Nebai. It was a coincidence, but it was his birthday that day. The kids made it special for him by singing to him. It was a special moment for him and for all of us as well. And this wasn't just the first time working with the kids, but also with the entire team for me. The very next day, the students cooked us breakfast. Not gonna lie, it was delicious and felt like I was eating at home. The second day was the most important day for us. We came here to teach menstrual hygiene, but it would be boring without any fun activities. So, we, along with the kids, participated in making art with clay. It's really important for kids to have an understanding about the menstrual hygiene. Not only because of access to education, but also because of stigma around these things in remote communities. After that, we took part in art competition.
And to me, that was the best part of the entire event. The kids got to explore their creativity and then they danced. To me, the best part was during lunch. I can't forget how they ate lunch like there was no tomorrow. I can only imagine how rare it was for them to eat food like these. It was so beautiful. It was time for us to say our goodbyes. I'm sure APYO team left a very good impression on them. And I'm pretty sure they'll remember this day for a pretty long time. And I'll remember this day for a pretty long time. We ended our day in one of the spots Kenny knew. It was surreal.